I'm gonna have a look at another one of these vintage kits, which is from Revell USA or Revell-Monogram. Like, this was formerly a Monogram kit, and it's been released many times. I'm not sure what the date is. Hopefully when we see the molds, it might give us the original date of the release, but this particular one was released in 2006, and this is the 1/48 scale P-51D Mustang. And our box art here with the big beautiful doll on the art there. And we have our, they give us just basically, tells us what colors we need. They don't really specify what brand. You can see there, and then they have another aircraft here, so obviously we're getting at least 2 different paint schemes in here. On the side, kit number should be 855241. I don't know if the part numbers stay the same through production runs, like if they're all the same or if they change through production runs. And on the side, the checker nose here gives us a little bit of information here, like here's the English and just the data on the model kit itself. So we'll open it up here, have a look and see what we get inside. So it's sealed nice, protected with this cardboard here. And we'll open it up. And the plastic, it looks like everything's in one bag, except for the glass. So we'll look at the instructions first, and then move to the decals. So you have like the Revell style instructions and our history on P-51 here. So it gives us some information on the aircraft itself. The markings. So really nice instructions. These are almost like the Revell Pro Modeler instructions. You can see the they show you detailed pictures of the like the various pieces in that, so you can detail them. There's our cockpit and just standard layout. And our gun bays there. So it looks like we are getting opening gun bays here, which is really nice. And various wheels. And you can see here. After looking at this, I wonder if this is a older Monogram release or not. We'll have to see on the, if it says anything on the molds or not. And we have the 2 different paint schemes here. I'm not sure what this is. If it's showing us how to set up the decals to fit them properly. Okay, and we will have a look now. We'll start with the glass because it's already out in this little bag here. The glass looks pretty good for its age, and considering it's a bubble canopy and there's it doesn't look like there's any seam on it at all. It looks pretty nice. You can see how clear that is. It's actually a very nice canopy, and it's not cracked or anything. Like it's been well protected in here. And then we will have a look at, I think we'll have a look at the decals. We'll have got them here. And they're really nice. These are printed really nice. These are not like your heavy, thick, Monogram, the old decals. These are really nice looking. And they're like I would say sort of like semi-gloss, semi-gloss type of decal. And this one says it's 2004 Revell-Monogram. The box actually says 2006 on it, but the the decal says 2004. But they look really nice. Everything, like the way they're printed, they look excellent. So we'll put these away. And we'll have a look and see what we get in here. We got our guy there. Okay. So, actually the pilot figure looks excellent. He looks very well detailed. And then here's our, like, the paper kind of drop tanks there with the plumbing on them, which is decent. And here's our framing for the canopy and our propeller. I like the way they do this. I'm glad that they molded it as one piece because they're already in the correct positions. Doesn't bother me at all. And then we have our like raised rivets on here, which look really nice. You can see the detail on there. This is excellent because this would be more like what it would be like in real life. They wouldn't be recessed or anything. So, and we have our spinner hub there, and our machine guns. They could probably be upgraded, but I mean they're there, which is really nice for an old like Revell kit. And our landing gear, pretty decent. Our wheels. You can see the separate hubs. That's excellent that they've done that. That's really nice. That's smart engineering there. And the exhausts are okay. That might be something to like replace maybe. You've got two different sets of them. Like I'm not sure like what the difference in the exhausts is. Like if this is a dampener on the exhaust or what. But you get both variants in there, and then our instruments, which look okay. I mean, they're pretty basic in these like World War II fighters, and you're probably never going to see it anyways once you build it up. So that's the main sprue with the little pieces in it. So it's not giving us a date, but it's got the light gray or silver moldings on here. And you can see the detail inside the wheel wells. Like very highly detailed, excellent detail on those. Our wings. So we've got an upper wing here with all the trays in there. I would have to see if this would actually fit over here decent or not. Like it might, there might be quite a gap in there. I don't know how well that you might want to leave those open. They look alright in our guns. So the guns are molded like you'd have to kind of like drill them out, but they're so small. And our detail around our flaps and that, it looks alright. And it's raised detail, but it's very, very fine. It's very like it's very fine, and it's not raised up very high. Just kind of different. And then the floor, you can actually see they made it attempt to make it look like wood on the floor. Really nice detail. This is a nice kit for like learning about the aircraft itself, where the armaments are, that they have wood on the floor. You know, that's excellent. And here's our seat with the sort of like the headrest here and the belts on the seat there. And then, okay, so the original looks like here is, it's got Revell-Monogram 1977, so I'm assuming that's when the original molds were made. And then we'll move on. Yeah, it says in here too, 1977. And here's our gun bays. And excellent, like the wheel wells are just phenomenal. Like the detail on that is awesome. This might be a good candidate for if the raised lines bother you, because there's so few of them. You could leave the raised rivets and just rescribe those lines if you want them scribed. I just leave it the way it is. It looks excellent. And then our pylons here and how they cover over like the chutes for the. Sometimes when you line these up, sometimes the way they've put them, you end up covering up the holes like for the like where the shells fall out. But it looks excellent on there. So you're pretty much going to be putting fuel tanks on it. It's not going to be a clean aircraft. But the detail is absolutely amazing on this thing. And then all we've got left is our main fuselage. I like this, again, how they've put the aerial in here. It's easy to damage like in transport, but obviously it hasn't gotten damaged. It's nice and stiff if you want to put like an aerial wire on there. I'm assuming they carry like a wire on here in real life. And full detail on the inside. And we'll flip it around to the other side. You can see all the excellent detail in there. And the outside. The stressed skin looks good. It doesn't look like it's overdone. All of our little pieces and panels are in here. You can see how it's raised along here. And then we've got some detail, I guess, underneath the engine here, where I guess the coolers and the radiators and oil tanks or whatever are underneath here. You could really detail this up really nice. You can see the rivets on here. So it looks like an excellent kit, especially considering its age. It actually looks really good. Like if you're not bothered by raised panel lines, this kit looks excellent. Now, in the future, like in the next few days or so, I'm going to try and get out the Edouard kit, which I consider to be the best P-51 out there. And I'm going to do a comparison between this kit and the Edouard kit, just to see the size comparisons and the details on them, just to see what the difference is. I thought I would just mention that. And so anyways, this was a quick look at the Revell or Revell-Monogram P-51D Mustang in 1/48 scale. Thank you for watching.